Christopher. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Would you like some coffee or water?
Oh, no, thank you. I'm good.
Okay. So as you know, our HR department called you to come in regarding an open position on our e-bikes. Just to tell you a little bit of our product. So our company's objective is to produce a bike using unconventional design and material that is lighter than your average bike, and also to make bike more sustainable and affordable. And we also care about our environment, so we strive to look for other ways to produce and manufacture the bikes unconventionally, and as far as treating our employee, but our customers are always right, and our employees as well. We treat our employees as our family. So we recently put a safety town that our employees can bring in their kids and to show them how to ride their bikes and to be safe as well. Okay.
Cool.
Did you read that in our profile?
I did. Yeah, I took a look at it last night. Very cool. Some of the things you guys are doing.
That's good. So let's start with the interview. And so tell me about yourself and what do you want to do when you're not working?
So I've been working in the bike industry now for about 12 years. I started out at my local bike shop and then moved to a bigger place.
Okay.
I've done everything from assembly to manufacturing to design and to project management. And in my spare time, I like to ride my mountain bike.
Oh, great. Okay. Are you familiar with e-bikes? And can you tell me about them?
Sure, I'm familiar with them a little bit.
Okay.
I've never had the opportunity to work with one or to build one. I've rented them a few times and they're pretty fun,
Okay.
pretty low effort, and they make for a
Yep.
good day.
That's good. And did you design any product in the past? And if you did, what software did you use? And what was the design?
Sure, so I had designed a cup holder for a bike.
Okay.
Clamps onto the handlebar. Instead of the ones, with the water bottle, this actually will hold a mug or a travel bottle,
Okay.
Slurpee, whatever. I used a software called Unigraphics to design
Okay.
it, and then I used a 3D printer to do proof of concept and prototyping,
Okay.
and presented it to my company, and the product is now in production.
That's great. And I see that you are familiar with 3D design. And what type do you think, if we were manufacturing an e-bike, what type of material do you think would be good for something like an e-bike?
Well, e-bike, is a higher end clientele. That
Yeah.
they're spending usually several $1,000s on a bike, so you could go with a higher end material, maybe some kind of carbon fiber or carbon infused material
Okay.
from the printer.
Okay. And can you describe a time when you recommended an idea to improve the quality of a particular method or product?
Sure. So at my current company, we manufacture an array of different bikes, some steel and some aluminum.
Okay.
I presented to the business that we stop producing steel bikes and focus solely on producing aluminum bikes. The raw material cost is only about 15% more. However, it's a much better quality material.
Yeah.
It looks better, it feels better, it's lighter, doesn't corrode, doesn't oxidize, and really gives us more brand awareness and a higher quality associated with the brand.
Okay. How did the company take on with that?
They were reluctant at first because anytime you increase costs, that adds to the cost. However, we did some focus groups and different things, talking with customers, and at the end of the day, we felt that the increase to our brand value outweighed the increased cost, and people seemed to be willing to pay the price for a superior product.
Okay, that's good. And then, can you tell me a time where you were involved in planning on a particular project, and what role did you play with it, and what was the outcome?
Sure. So, as a project manager, I'm involved in the planning on a lot of things.
Okay.
The most recent project was we had never made a kids bike before.
Okay.
We focus solely on, young adults and adults. So we decided to bring a kids bike to market. I was the project manager on that. I was involved with the design team, the manufacturing team, marketing teams, several stakeholders throughout the business, procurement teams. and I was kind of responsible for making sure we hit all our milestones on time and within budget.
Okay.
And ultimately, we were able to launch a new kids line just in time for the Christmas holidays last year.
That's great. That's great. And did you get a lot of was there a lot of sale? How did that sale turn out?
We did. Much like everything else right now, it's everything's are flying off the shelves, and the bikes are currently sold out.
Okay, that's great. Well, thank you for your time. And as always, we will submit our findings to our HR, and our HR will get in touch with you. And thank you for your time for coming in for this interview.
Great. Well, thank you so much for having me. It's been a
Thank you.
pleasure.